This is for all you multi-talented, multitasking, multi-everything people out there. Take it away.
Find your glory, write your story, fearless, we will carry you. Time you own it, take your moment, be a fire burning through. Hustling from night until morning, grinding it out, it won't be long. Feel your power, it's your hour, you inspire, you are strong.
Enjoy your Zoa. No applause? You're all fired.
Hey, good morning, America. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Money. Are you ready? They are ready. Covering the biggest events in the country right now.
There's a lot going on here this morning.
It's always a good time. That's what the show's about.
That's good.
Really good.
Very good.
Coming in hot. Jimmy coming in hot.
It's far from elementary.
Oh,
Good morning, America. I'm not going to try to strut like Michael or anything.
I have known George a long, long time.
Have you ever gotten him to dance?
look at that face.
You don't just see it, you feel it.
I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'll be there.
I am here and so happy.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'm in.
That tells you something when Snoop Dogg's in. Michael, George, where?
Ginger.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Lights go low, the city goes high. Stories untold under moonlit skies. Grail only got the vibe, got the flow for the culture. Yeah, you already know. Turn it up, lean back, feel the breeze. Late night truths drifting through the trees. It's for the culture, by the culture. Grail only's got the soul to show ya. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire. Headlines flip with the soulful twist. Behind the scenes where the magic sits. It's the heartbeat of the now and the then, where the story starts and never ends. Tune in, lean and feel the groove. Every moment, a vibe you can't lose. It's for the culture, by the culture. Grail only's got the soul to show you. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire.
And that's exactly what we are about to do. We are about to spark that fire. Hello, 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 hello. hello. To you, and you. Welcome into another edition of Brainley's Virtual Tour Live. Glad to have all of you here. I hope that your morning went well. Like I said, for the next 2 weeks, for this Wednesday and next Wednesday, I will not be doing an 11 a.m. show. But of course, as you know, I'm still going to give you a 6 p.m. show because that's what we do. We always make sure everybody gets something, right? So, of course, as you guys know, we are watching On Brand with Jimmy Fallon and Mimosa St. John. This is season 1, episode 5. The Super Bowl is the Holy Grail. So the first episode was Dunkin' Donuts. The second episode was Southwest Airlines. The third one was Marshalls. The fourth one was Sonic. This one, Captain Morgan. These brands have come to play, and I like what I see. Higher is waiting, lower is available, but either way, we gotta go on tour. Let me take down this iconic intro here. You see that virtual tour background? Yes, you do. You hear that virtual tour music? Yes, you do. And then there is me. Hey, everybody, welcome in. Glad to have all you here. So let's get to the beginning and doing what we do. So these contestants are walking into MetLife Stadium. Okay. Now, if you've never been inside a NFL stadium, which I'll be real with you, I have not. But it looks big on TV, but just imagine being there in person, right? So the rum market is going to reach $18.2 billion this year, which is crazy. And Captain Morgan is coming to the On Brand agency for a campaign. But this is not just for any, just new product. Oh, no. This is a Super Bowl campaign, the biggest television event of the year, which, I mean, for the first season, I got to give it to NBC. Like, you're giving away a Super Bowl campaign? Like, that's major. That's not no small thing. So after that, Camille Hemming, who is just stunningly gorgeous, okay? She could be Camille Lee, Miss Lee if you're nasty, okay? That smile is just chef's kiss. So 9 in 10 people used to know Captain Morgan, but they're having a hard time reaching the 21 to 29 age demographic. So Captain Morgan wants a loud, stunty video, right? So you have to come up with a campaign, a tagline, and a 30-second stunt video. So you have to show the party without partying, right? So because, as you guys know, with advertising on big events, sometimes there are parameters, right? So here's the gag. You ready? Now, the Innovator of the Week really doesn't get anything. They get, into the On Brand Agency Hall of Fame for Innovator of the Week. Did I mention that there's no team lead, no creative lead this week, rather, because they're all working in teams, 2 teams. But here's the gag. You ready? I had to prepare you for the gag, so I prepared you for the gag, and now here's the gag. The winning team is heading to the Super Bowl. I don't think you heard what I said. I said the winning team is heading to the Super Bowl. The winning team is heading to the Super Bowl. So when it is in San Francisco, the winning team will be in the stadium watching it live. Season 2, I'm coming. Okay, Brandon Lee, On Brand Agency, Season 2 on NBC. It's going to happen. I expect the Season 2 renewal. Otherwise, we're going to have problems. Not problems, problems. Not problems, problems. Okay? So, in addition to that big prize, guess who shows up on the jumbotron? Jimmy Kimmel. What the hell? It helps to have friends in high places. And so Jimmy Kimmel came, on the jumbotron from this bar and said to Jimmy's and Captain Morgan something you've probably been dreaming all of your life, which was hilarious. And guess what? Mimosa St. John chose the teams. So Team A is Lauren, Azelle, Mahari, and Elijah. Team B is Sabrina, Ryan, Piper, and Bianca. We have 8 contestants left. Only 8 contestants left, right? So the teams have 1 hour to figure out what they're going to pitch. And this is the 5th year of Captain Morgan being the NFL star. concert, right? So I just want to show you their YouTube channel here. We have moments. Because they did something really, really cool for the Super Bowl. And I thought that this was quite interesting here. Let's see. I'm going to find the YouTube channel here. We'll watch a couple of commercials as well. Okay, there it is. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. So check this out. Now, this was actually a real thing for the Super Bowl. And I'm just like, what the what? Check this out right here. And roll it. Right? This was something to behold. I think they actually gave this away.
Wait, what? I mean, this thing is awesome, but I never said it.
I mean, Super Bowl champion Victor Cruz.
They actually gave those away, which honestly, to tell you the truth, what I would have done was I would have, after the Super Bowl was over, I would just sold them as Captain Morgan punch bowls. And instead of like the score being at the bottom, I would just make that a timer for, you know, how much you want the punch bowl to mix up everything. And then when it's done, it dings. That's exactly what I would have done. But hey, Captain Morgan made it do what it did. And here is a Captain Morgan commercial here.
Captain.
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 Captain. Captain.
Captain.
Captain.
Captain.
Captain.
Captain.
Captain.
Captain.
Captain.
Captain.
Captain.
Captain.
Captain.
Captain.
Captain. Captain. Captain. Captain. Captain. Captain. Captain.
Just Dave, actually.
Damn.
Captain Dave. Captain!
So yes, indeed. So that's to give you a little context, conjecture, and connection on Captain Morgan there. So with that being said, each team is going to pick 2 ideas and then present it. So Azelle says your crew charges you, which basically your crew, I think, you know, charges you as the captain. It's like you're in charge of the captain and you make decisions. I'm paraphrasing it. Mahari wanted to do this Captain Morgan freeze dance. And, you know, in order for you to get your drink, everyone else has to do the Captain Morgan dance. Elijah wanted to sit the ball down, and then you get a phone call, and then somebody scares you, I guess, which I didn't really understand that. Like, this is Captain Morgan we're talking about. Captain Morgan is, sure, spontaneous, random, and fun, but when you're drinking, it's supposed to be a pleasurable experience, not a terrifying experience, right? And so Lauren had this idea for no cap, right? And basically taking off the cap to see what was underneath, right? So, you know, playing on the Captain Morgan thing. So that was Team A. Team B is the human pinball, right? Now, Bud Light did do like a human Pac-Man type of thing, which was really cool during the Super Bowl. And that's the thing, Super Bowl commercials, you only get like 30 seconds. A minute is like pleasurable, right? And you guys may or may not remember when Doritos took over the Super Bowl, where people made their own Super Bowl commercials and the winner got $1 million check from Doritos. huge. So Sabrina wanted to do like the bottle flip, but do something viral with that. Ryan, he wanted to have, Captain, and everybody grabbing a random hat. But Bianca had a thing called share your spice, get a mustache. So basically, the spicier your take is, the more that people agree with, they would draw a mustache on your face. So when Bozoma, Jimmy, and Camille came through to talk to Team A, basically, Mahari was offended by the Cap idea because he's bald, right? And so the freeze idea won. So basically, you have to figure out now how can I put it? You have to make sure that the freeze idea makes sense, because sure, you might be freezing in the Captain Morgan pose, but also too, it has to be viral. It has to be easy to dance to. And then the hot take, mustache won. And I think the reason why Bianca's idea won over Ryan's is because with Ryan's, it was decent in theory, but in execution, people want, simplicity. They want something that is streamlined. They want something that's easy to understand. And with the mustache, it was an element that's never been used before. And then the Captain Morgan Marco Polo thing, right? Call response. So basically, for the freeze team, Elijah has a film degree. Azelle was a dancer, and she had this thing called the menstruation period lobster, and it's an actual thing. They actually showed it on the show, and so she, semi-danced professionally, and so it was a dance with that, project, and went viral. And so they were still in the rehearsal, and Elijah was like, we need to pose with the logo, so with the wrong leg. So Elijah really, powered through, and he actually showcased himself for the first time, because he was in the background a little bit, but he really came through. So very well done to Elijah there. Mustache, the mustache team Stash, had no clear direction. Bianca and Ryan were butting heads, right? And Piper came through to save the day, and she said, how about if we have 3 different takes? And then Captain is the question. So you'll be like, Captain? And then yes or no would be Morgan. So Captain Morgan! Captain Morgan! You see what I mean? So Bianca said that Ryan has a bit of an ego. Really, Bianca? Ryan has an ego, so do you. You just do, child. Like, Ryan, to me, I feel I can handle a pitch competition way better than you. And he did just that with the first account. Because you thought that, smaller meant better. But what you forgot was people bigger than just identity. They want to be able to invest in the experience. That's what you forgot. So Bianca, you have just as much of an ego. Stop that shit. Okay? It's tacky, it's uncalled for, and it's rude. In the words of Joni Sweden, how rude. So anyway, because I just felt like really like y'all just had 2 ideas that were different, and just because somebody is standing up for their idea doesn't mean they have an ego. It just means being assertive, unless you're not that assertive at you being a social media manager where you work at. Moving on. So the call response, Captain Morgan. And basically, they brought the drink in because it really didn't have any branding in it. This show is called On Brand, right? So, Captain is the question. Morgan is your yes or no. And so then there's a cutaway to Camille, Bozoma St. John, and Jimmy Fallon. And Camille says that millennials are the top buyers of rum, but Gen Z is creeping up there. So, of course, as you all know, I am putting myself in every single episode with the challenge, right? So remember, campaign, tagline, 30-second stunty video, right? So my campaign for Captain Morgan is get into cell mode. You know how like there's silent mode, right? There's different modes for your car. Like you can have a morning mode, you can have a nighttime mode, right? Mood lighting, you can control the mode on that. This is sail mode of like sailing into good times, right? So sail mode is the campaign. That's number one. Number two, the tagline is open the seal, decree the good times. So you know how like when you get a letter, it's that red seal. So open the seal and decree, I am Captain Braylon and I decree good times for Captain Morgan. Right? So that's the tagline. But the 30-second video is a man or a woman is walking down the street and invites on the ground with the Captain Morgan logo as a seal. They open the invite and they have the captain outfit on and they are at this huge party. And then at the end, they say, be in cell mode with Captain Morgan. Come on. Like, this is what I do. This is what I do. Now, it was a bit difficult, this challenge, because you got to think of a campaign tagline and a video all within that. And so it's just like, you know, you can't come weak with this competition. Like, even though it's only 5 episodes, like, these are big brands. These are not little small businesses. There's nothing wrong with small businesses. Y'all know we promote small businesses, entrepreneurship, and people being amazing all the time over here. But, like, this is going to be part of a Super Bowl campaign. Like, so when we see the winning idea, it will literally be at next year's Super Bowl. Like, this is going to be in real life. So, but that is my pitch to Captain Morgan. So campaign, sell mode, tagline, open the seal, decree the good times, 30-second video, man or woman walking down the street, invite is on the ground with the Captain Morgan logo as the seal. It will be in red, of course, because, you know, Captain Morgan red. And then open the invite, person gets transformed into a captain outfit, and it's in a party, and they're in sale mode. Be in sale mode with Captain Morgan. One more time for the one more time. My pitch, Brainley's pitch for Captain Morgan is sale mode, because, you know, everybody's got a different mode. Your professional mode versus your personal mode versus your family mode. Tagline, open the seal, decree the good times, and then the 30-second video, man or woman walking down the street, invites on the ground with the Captain Morgan logo as the seal. You open the invite, that person is transformed into the captain outfit, and they're at this huge party, and they're in cell mode having a good time, and at the end, they turn to the camera and say, be in cell mode with Captain Morgan. So, you know, just Camille Hemming, call me. You a black woman, I'm a black man. Listen, we can do some things together. Okay, Captain Morgan. So, all right, so moving on. So Jimmy and Bozoma St. John are on the set, and Bozoma comes up with a great idea of, instead of drawing the mustache on your face and the goatee on your face, how about a filter? And then Bozoma and Jimmy did this, and then the mustache was drawn on in post, which was very funny. And then when it came to which one would get your attention, Bozoma did a great job of this. Scrolling the dance would get my attention, but in person, the Morgan in person would get my attention, right? And so both of these ideas are great, but from my point of view, I see the Captain Morgan winning, right? Because not only could it be done for the Super Bowl, but you could do that at any time. I mean, that can be, you know what? I'm just going to say it. Why not? That could be a digital series on the Captain Morgan YouTube channel. The share your spicy take, earn your stash. And instead of a mustache on your face, it is a mustache medallion, right? So, for example, I think that Queen Latifah is one of the greatest female rappers of all time. Captain Morgan! That's a point, right? So, listen, Listen. This is what I do. Season 2, Brandon Lee on Brand Agency. It's going to happen. Speaking into existence. We're due for season 2. Yes, indeed. There. So, with that being said, let's keep going here. So Elijah was the hero for getting the shots because the team was so focused on the dance that they only had an hour to shoot. And it was getting down to 20 minutes. And Elijah was like, we need to shoot. And Mahari, I love him, but bruh, thank God you humbled yourself because you were about to look like you were a bad hang on the team. Like, Elijah is trying to keep y'all on track because if y'all don't have anything, that guy's not an elimination challenge. But what if it was? And then you would have to say, well, I just kept trying to come up with the dance. And then guess what? You could have went home. Just keeping it above. So Azelle said, I'm so sorry, Elijah, in her confessional. By the way, Azelle, beautiful smile, by the way. So Team Freeze, we get to the pitch, right? And they show it on the jumbotron. So Team Freeze, they had Lauren come in and she did the pose. And then, oh my God, yeah, it's time. It's time. And then everybody did their thing, right? So songs have made a comeback. So maybe Captain Morgan can make a comeback with a song that can showcase the brand. And not to mention, Camille talked about the nonverbal cues, right? About the pose and also, too, the fact that this is so easy that everybody can be a part of it. And so then Team Stash, right? Speak your spice, earn your stash, right? Call and response. So they had, 3 questions. And then the last question was, I thought Jimmy Fallon and Jimmy Kimmel were the same person. Now, it would have been cool to see Jimmy Kimmel on the field with them, right? But there was a little cut scene where I think they superimposed this, where Jimmy Kimmel was inside the Captain Morgan ship, right? So I thought that was really cool. And not to mention, too, I love the friendship, right? Like, it's nice to have friends that will come on your show just to support you, right? So after that was done, the call and response, was the big thing. And they said, what about the Morgan meter, right? So imagine a question shows up on the jumbotron, and then, the team is like, Captain, and then you hear the response, Morgan, then there's a Morgan meter, right? And so now it's time to poke holes in people's arguments, right? So with Team Stash, the polls has been used and everyone can contribute their take, so it's more viral because maybe if your take is good enough, Captain Morgan might reward you for your take with an NFL experience or an entertainment experience, right? And that new dance trends are coming out every week. And Mahari said for Team Freeze that, you guys say you want a stunt. And I don't know if people are going to want to do this because of complications. If my wife just got dressed after 2 hours, she's going to say no. And then, child, it got messy. Messy. Because I think it was Bianca that said that Mahari is out of our age demographic. He's 39. I think it was either Ryan or Bianca. But either way, it was said. And Mahari was just like, oh my God. Oh, wow. I'm like, that was rough, bruh. That was so rough. Like, I could not even begin to tell you how bad I felt. I'm just like, now wait a minute. Now, hang on. All y'all are creators, all y'all on the show, we got to do ageism now? Wait a minute. Because if we really want to be real about it, I think Sabrina is older than Mahari. Okay, so let's not do that. Because Black is not cracking with Mahari. So, at the beginning, middle, end of the day, Team Stash won. So, Bianca and Ryan, Ryan said about them that they clash very hard, but they want to win, right? And the thing that made Team Freeze lose the account is it has to quickly evolve from a moment into a bigger campaign, right? So there's only so many times you can do that pose, right? You can do it at the Super Bowl, you can do it at the Oscars, but after a while, it's like, okay, we know this. But takes are always hot, right? So then 3 months later, the winning team, right, Team Stash, they are at Captain Morgan's headquarters in New York. Camille is there, and she hands 4 Super Bowl tickets. Okay, so those tickets are valid. And so because they were so impressed with Captain Morgan with the campaign, they're going to start from the campaign for the NFL season. It's going to lead up to the Super Bowl. So we're going to see that brand activation in real life, and this could get 132 million impressions alone. So that is your season 1, episode 5 of On Brand with Jimmy Fallon and Mimosa St. John. The Super Bowl is the Holy Grail after show. Like I said, sincerely, I think that for real, this show has some heat to it. Like episode 5, I feel like was probably one of the most competitive ones because, for one, there hasn't really been any other prize except the Intermarrier of the Week, and the fact that a real life prize was on the line definitely stepped up everybody's game. But also too, for Captain Morgan to be so sincere in a problem that they have, like these are real companies bringing their real problems to these creatives and saying, hey, listen, can you actually, help us out here? And I thought that was just absolutely great. Absolutely great. So yeah, I thought that was really, really cool. You know what I mean? So yes, indeed. So yeah, we're just going to chill here for a little bit. But yeah, when I say I truly love my job of getting to do stuff like this, this is the fun part of YouTube, right? And when this show first came out, I'm like, should I really watch this? And then as I got into it, I'm like, oh my God, I'm caring about every single contestant. I really want everybody to win, but only one person is going to win. So it really is a very, very big deal. And yeah, it's huge. It is absolutely huge. So very, very exciting for sure. So I think the next episode is going to be Pillsbury. Now, we talked about that last episode, which I thought was going to be this one, but no, it's going to be for Pillsbury. So we'll see what that will be for sure. So it's going to be awesome. I am loving this show. Absolutely loving this show. So yes, indeed. I hope that your Wednesday has gone well. We're almost there to Friday, everybody. We're almost there to Friday. So yes, indeed. So glad to have all of you here. And what a week it has been, right? Wendy Orfizo and Eddie Orfizo, Real Housewives of Potomac. They put out a statement, but of course we have not heard from them personally. So, could Andy Cohen do a Watch What Happens Live special event, the sit down interview with Wendy and Eddie? I am sure that will be happening because this is a not federal thing, but actually I think it might be. Either way, it's a big case, right? So could somebody from NBC News interview Wendy and Eddie? Absolutely, that exclusive interview can happen. So of course, if there's any updates on that, I will definitely let you guys know for sure. And yes, indeed. Let's see what else has happened this week on our channel here. Of course, we talked about Paramount Skydance and Warner Bros. Discovery, that Paramount Skydance wants to buy the whole enchilada. When it comes to Warner Bros. Discovery, they want the linear cable networks and the studios and the streaming platforms there. Then, of course, D'Angelo passing away, which, my Lord Jesus, I think we are all still gutted by that for sure. And, of course, Real Housewives of Potomac is going on as well. Of course, we talked about Wendy and Eddie. That was the big topic of the of the week so far. Of course, the Braxtons are back. So a lot going on over here on our channel, of course, too. If you missed it, there is a Shark Tank Careers version that will be coming very soon. So we broke that down in a breakdown town hall. So always something going on here. For sure. Like I said, I really do love this show, and I do hope that, you know, maybe other brands will come for season 2. They might expand it to 20, but then again, they might keep it to 10 because from a production standpoint, it's easier to keep track of 10 people than 20 people. But I do hope that this will break ground for everyday people to have a chance to get in the media, right? They don't have a content creator on the cast this season 2. But listen, I think anything is possible. And shout out to NBC for, you know, giving Jimmy Fallon and Mimosa St. John the chance of a lifetime with this. I mean, you have somebody from the Marketing Hall of Fame along with one of the biggest talents. And you can say what they want about Jimmy Fallon and his, you know, laughing and this, that, and the third. But Jimmy Fallon has held down that show for the Tonight Show. I mean, after Jay Leno, you know, left, you know, moving the Tonight Show back to New York and going from, you know, this young cat that, you know, was on Late Night with Jimmy Fallon and he was able to do his own thing to, okay, now you hold the crown jewel of Late Night, and for him to still be kicking and doing and making it do what it do, like, credit to him. You know, I mean, you may not like somebody, but also, too, we have to give credit where credit's due. And that's not to say that I don't like Jimmy Fallon. Don't get me wrong. Just saying totality, context with the totality, context, conjecture, connection. We have to give credit where credit is due. And by the way, listen, Camille, I would love a tour of the headquarters because that was a gorgeous headquarters. I mean, they have a bar in their headquarters. So, like, they can, like, test new stuff all the time. I will gladly, like, be a tester for Captain Morgan. Like, anything y'all need. You know, this doesn't have enough nutmeg in it. It's all in good fun, everybody. Welcome in Ryan and Lee's Virtual Tour Live. We are live on tour, everybody. Yes, indeed. Glad to have all you here. We just got done reviewing On Brand with Jimmy Fallon and Mimosa St. John, season 1, episode 5 of Super Bowl. It's the Holy Grail. The creators got the chance to pitch an idea that will be a part of Captain Morgan's Super Bowl campaign. So by the time we see the Super Bowl, there will be a huge commercial with the share your take, earn your stash, share your spice, earn your stash. And I feel like they can make that a huge competition. So just keeping it a buck there. Yes, indeed there. So we'll take it all the way up to the 40-minute mark, and then we'll take a commercial break. And we'll be here chilling out for a little bit, and then I'll give y'all the daily motivator. Then we'll head on out as well. So all good stuff there. Yes, indeed. So yep. Oh man. Yes, indeed, child. Yes. So, and like I said too, I gotta give these creators a lot of credit. Like, to have never been on national TV before, and you got Duncan, you got Southwest Airlines, you have Marshalls, you have Sonic, and you got Captain Morgan, and you've never been on TV before, and somehow you're able to speak to these people. Like, that whole power in the culture. Like, well done to everybody on the show. Like, even to BT and Raj, like, even though they got eliminated, the fact that they got to pitch to those brands, like, kudos to y'all too. Like, this is a huge undertaking that could went left, right, up, down, every which way. But also too, shout out to Sonic, shout out to Marshalls, shout out to Southwest, shout out to Dunkin' Donuts, and shout out to Captain Morgan, shout out to Pillsbury, shout out to every brand that has taken a chance on this show, because what you're showing is that maybe everyday people, if they can consume what we create, maybe they can be a part of what we create. And I think that is going to open up so many more doors for the culture, of the culture, by the culture, that hopefully we can showcase that. And guess what? Diversity, equity, inclusion is not just this, but it's also this. It's not just this, but it can also be this. It's not just this, but it can also be about this. Creativity. We're going to take a little commercial break. We'll be back with more Brand Lee's Virtual Tour Live. We are live on tour. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We're back right after this. Roll.
Lights go low, the city goes high. Stories untold under moonlit skies. Grail only got the vibe, got the flow for the culture. Yeah, you already know. Turn it up, lean back, feel the breeze. Late night truths drifting through the trees. It's for the culture, by the culture. Grail only's got the soul to show ya. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire. Headlines flip with a soulful twist. Behind the scenes where the magic sits. It's the heartbeat of the now and the then, where the story starts and never ends. Tune in, lean and feel the groove. Every moment, a vibe you can't lose. It's for the culture, by the culture. Grail only's got the soul to show ya. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire. Hear the whispers in the city's hum. Echoes of stories where we're from. A beat, a step, a voice so clear. The pulse of us, it's all right here. We got soul, we got flavor. Every moment is a savior. Every experience is an overcomer. Turn it up, feel the glow, let the rhythm flow. Spotlight shining, we in the zone. This is the place where the culture's grown. Stories untold, now they're coming alive. Grail and Lee got the vibe tonight. One thing to know and two things for sure. Higher is waiting and lower is available. But either way, we gotta go on tour. It's Grail and Lee's Virtual Tour, where the culture makes its move. Feel the love, feel the truth. This is us, this is you. From the unknown, the unembraced and more. This show, this brand and the possibilities of what can be is all here for you. I'm just a kid from the rock, trying to be a rock for people, trying to make it best they can to become. Being moved as a creator of power, to lift up all of us, not just a selective few. For the culture, by the culture, here we be, Grail and Lee, bringing life to your screen. Feel the soul, feel the truth, we're free, trust and believe. It's entertainment, news done our way with Grail and Lee. Spotlight sharp like a diamond shine. We see the stars, but the stories align. Deep in the soul where the heartbeats find. The pulse of the people redefining time. Just a pro tip, people have to earn the right to hear your story, but in addition to that, people have to earn the responsibility to be a part of it. Just because we are not seen by everybody doesn't mean we are not been seen by who needs to see us. Noise equals attention and sound equals purpose. Anybody can be a creator, but it takes a somebody to be an artist.
Beyond this gate, find gardens green and epic worlds to fill your dreams.
Introducing the greatest escape in the Caribbean, the island you've been waiting for. Welcome to the Great Life on Great Stirrup Cay. This is the greatest pool you've ever seen life, 28,000 square feet of it, and the epic water park life. It's where you can truly experience the whoa life and the floating through paradise life. It's time to escape to a mind-blowing, sky-high tower of water slides and the Here We Go life. Escape to the one more please wherever you please life and kick it into high gear. Escape to where you can kick back and relax. The great life is waiting. Escape to the incredible new Great Stirrup Cay, only with Norwegian Cruise Line. Introducing the greatest...
Caesar. Just look at him. Politician. General. Author. Ruler. Man. Legend has it, he's not only stared into the belly of the beast, he's had it for dinner. Here he's free to relax, or party, or relax, or party, or relax, and party. His is a world of opulence, excess, and the occasional impulse buy. Not one to rest on his laurels, he's famous for ushering in a new age of entertainment. So, for anyone seeking a place where the sun never sets, on a good time, all this awaits.
I am Caesar, and I approve this palace.
I'm loving it.
But y'all right back. Welcome back into Brainley's virtual tour live. Glad to have all you here. Shout out to the two people here. Thank you so much. Glad to have you here. We have been chilling out here talking about Jimmy Fallon and almost St. John on brand with Jimmy Fallon. It's a competition where 10 creatives get the chance to compete and pitch to 10 different brands. And at the end, one of them will be the Innovator of the Year, winning $100,000. Okay. The title of Innovator of the Year and a trophy and a feature in Adweek. If you don't know about Adweek, it is one of the biggest publications for branding, marketing, and advertising. So a feature in Adweek could really give them that inch that could make it a mile for them if they want to do this thing. right? So yes, indeed. So yeah, we just been here chilling. I did the review. We cut off at the 40-minute mark, and now we're just here chilling. Glad to have all of you here. I had a good day at work today. I only had one pallet. To work on today. It was funny because I was hoping the episode would have dropped, today, so I can review today. And literally when I went to it, I'm like, oh, it's gonna be Captain Morgan. I work with Captain Morgan, the liquor department at my job, so it's like, ooh, this was gonna be a good one today. So yes, indeed. So all good stuff here. Yes, indeed. It is 58 degrees right now where I'm at. So it's being hot, cold, and everything in between. So winter is coming. We're not saying the S word yet. Okay, we don't like the S word right now. We just like being outside. For as much as we can be outside, right? And I hope that you guys have been having a wonderful year. Can you believe the year is almost over? Like, my Lord Jesus. Like, sometimes when I look at our YouTube channel and I see like all of the live streams that we've done, it's just like, how in the world have we been able to cover all this? And then not to mention all the passings that have happened, like Diane Keaton and D'Angelo and Malcolm Jamal Warner. Just, my Lord, sometimes my brain can't take it. It just really can't. So, but of course, we try to bring balance over here. So you get all the news that you need to know, some of the news that you didn't know that you need to know, then some news that maybe it's getting lost in the sauce, but that you're eventually going to need to know, right? So I think that double spoke. But either way, we're informed over here. So yes, indeed. And hopefully the government shutdown will end soon, because there's a lot of small businesses, bars and restaurants and hotels for sure that use Captain Morgan, along with many other brands that they're not getting paid. You know what I mean? Like, businesses, some of them rely on government funding, to keep their buildings open and everything in between. Y'all remember when the pandemic happened and there was the the pandemic, loan program, what I mean? So people could shore up their businesses and stuff. Like, we got real world complications out here happening. So hopefully this shutdown will be over very soon, because like, it's about to be in November, and we really want to be sitting down at Thanksgiving where people don't have access to resources and stuff like that. I don't think we really want to extend this to Thanksgiving. So let's get on the ball. Okay, please and thank you. Okay, thank you so much there. Yes, indeed. So if you've been watching the On Brand with Jimmy Fallon Most St. John show, drop in the live chat your take on what has been your favorite episode so far. I think my favorite episode, besides this one, if I had to look back at all four of them, I would have to probably say the Sonic one. I think the Sonic one was a really fun challenge, because guess what? You had to think of a drink, and when you think of Sonic, you think of all the flavor combinations that they have. I think they have like over 20,000 combinations, 28,000 some change combinations. And so that was a hard challenge, because not only do you have to think of a drink, right, but you also had to think of a jingle. And, when you're not a person who sings, that can be difficult, right? So I think that one is probably my favorite one, if I had to rank them. So Sonic is number one. I think number two would probably be Southwest, because the fact that you could wrap a plane around as an advertisement was really, really cool. I think that the Marshalls one, it was a fashion challenge. Listen, if I look good, if I feel good, I'm good with it. The fashion one, I'll probably put Dunkin' in third place, because I love Dunkin' Donuts. Like, I go get a cold brew. I haven't gotten a cold brew in some weeks, but definitely need to do that, because I try to always find something for me to enjoy just for me, as we all should. But I put Marshalls dead last, not because it wasn't a fun challenge, but because like Marshalls and Marshalls, TJ Maxx, and Home Goods, they all have deals, right? But that's usually for more of a grown audience, 35 to 54, right? So I'm in the 30 demographic, but I don't really shop at Marshalls. But it's no disrespect to Marshalls, though. Please understand, there's no disrespect to Marshalls. But in terms of like competition, this Captain Morgan one was peak because it had a real bonus prize of tickets to the Super Bowl. I'm like, this is your first season. How do you get tickets to the Super Bowl for your first season on television? Like, what? My Lord Jesus. Like, honestly, and I don't think, and Jimmy has talked about the show on brand on his show. Like, he brought out the Dunkin' Power Pail and stuff. Like, honestly, tell you the truth, when, and Jimmy Fallon has done the Tonight Show, in companionship with NFL games. Honestly, even though I'm not throwing on the Super Bowl, I don't think it's going to be on NBC. I would still do the Tonight Show live from the Super Bowl. And guess what? I would have the winning team on from On Brand, and y'all drink Captain Morgan live on the Tonight Show. That's what I would do. But hey, listen, Jimmy Fallon is the guy. Just a black man talking on YouTube with an opinion. Yes, indeed. So we're almost there to a full-fledged hour. And then we'll chill out here for a little bit, and I'll give y'all the daily motivator, and then we will head on out. So if I had to say who I think could win it, let's go to the contestants. I know it's early. Okay, I know it's very, very early. Let's see here. I remember BT and Raj are already at eliminated. So here are the creatives. So here it is here. I think, honestly, Ryan and Bianca. I feel like it's going to be those two in the end, honestly, in the finale. But here's the thing. I do see Mahari and Azel being wild cards in the final two. I do. I think those four definitely have a shot. Piper, I really haven't heard too much from. You know what I mean? But I do like her creativity. She's very tactile in her pitches. She always has to have some type of item for her pitch. Elijah really came through this episode with his film degree. So shout out to you, Elijah. I like to see more of that. Lauren, she holds her own for sure. But she means business. I think Sabrina, like I said, she's the Paula White of the On Brand agency. I've made it so far. And grandkids, I'm going to the Super Bowl, y'all. Sabrina, if you see this review, it is really all love from me. Like, I sincerely want everybody to win, but of course, there only could be one winner. You know what I mean? So, it is what it is. But yes, indeed. Oh, y'all didn't even see the child. Here it is here. We're live on tour. Joy. So, like I said, I think that Ryan win right here. I think Ryan. I think Bianca will be in the final two, but I do see Azel and Mahari coming through as wild cards. Like I said, I think Lauren holds her own. She means business. Piper, I think she needs to speak up a little bit more. But like I said, she always has a tactile element to her pitches. Elijah really came through. And there was some tension between Elijah and Mahari in this episode. But not like tension of like, I can't stand you. But it's just like, listen, I know you're the creative, but we also have to be logical here. And we got to get this done. So, and it's difficult when you have a dreamer versus a doer on the same team because there is a clashing there. Sabrina, like I said, she's just the Paula White of the damn show, and she's just so peachy to be there. That's my take on everybody at this point. So with that being said, I'm going to turn my camera now because we done the whole show over an hour. Yes, we have. Yes, indeed, we have. So definitely love this show for sure. Love this show for sure. Say that 3 times. Love this show for sure. Love this show for sure. Love this show for sure. Yes, we did that. So, yeah. With that being said, yes, indeed. Glad to have all of you here, and we're just chillaxing for a little bit. Like I said, we'll probably chill out here until maybe 1 hour and 5 minutes. Unless somebody drops in the live chat wants to talk about the episode, of course, I'll extend time for the audience, because you always should make time for people who make. You should always make time for people who make time for you. So yes, indeed, there. So yes, indeed. By the way, y'all, this music that you're hearing right here was our new theme song. We debuted it a couple weeks back, and I absolutely love it. I was listening to it, I think just actually yesterday, and it is a whole vibe. So I know I said we'll be here until 1 hour and 5 minutes, but I want y'all to hear the song. So here we go with that. Roll it.
Lights go low, the city goes high. Stories untold under moonlit skies. Braille only got the vibe, got the flow for the culture. Yeah, you already know. Turn it up, lean back, feel the breeze. Late night truths drifting through the trees. It's for the culture, by the culture. Braille only's got the soul to show ya. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire. Headlines flip with a soulful twist. Behind the scenes where the magic sits. It's the heartbeat of the now and the then, where the story starts and never ends. Tune in, lean and feel the groove. Every moment, a vibe you can't lose. It's for the culture, by the culture. Braille only's got the soul to show you. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire. Hear the whispers in the city's hum. Echoes of stories where we're from. A beat, a step, a voice so clear. The pulse of us, it's all right here. We got soul, we got flavor. Every moment is a savior. Every experience is an overcomer. Turn it up, feel the glow, let the rhythm flow. Spotlight shining, we in the zone. This is the place where the culture's grown. Stories untold, now they're coming alive. Braille and Lee got the vibe tonight. One thing to know and two things for sure. Higher is waiting and lower is available. But either way, we gotta go on tour. It's Braille and Lee's virtual tour, where the culture makes its move. Feel the love, feel the truth. This is us, this is you. From the unknown, the unembraced and more. This show, this brand and the possibilities of what can be is all here for you. I'm just a kid from the rock, trying to be a rock for people, trying to make it best they can to become. Being moved as a creator of power, to lift up all of us, not just a selective few. For the culture, by the culture, here we be. Braille and Lee, bringing life to your screen. Feel the soul, feel the truth, we're free. Trust and believe it's entertainment, news done away with. Braille and Lee, spotlight sharp like a diamond shine. We see the stars, but the stories align. Deep in the soul where the heartbeats find. The pulse of the people redefining time. Just a pro tip, people have to earn the right to hear your story, but in addition to that, people have to earn the responsibility to be a part of it. Just because we are not seen by everybody doesn't mean we are not being seen by who needs to see us. Noise equals attention and sound equals purpose. Anybody can be a creator, but it takes a somebody to be an artist.
On. Like, listen, I sincerely love that song. Like I said, you guys can catch that song anytime right here on the YouTube channel. So gotta upload the instrumental so you guys can listen to that anytime. You can put that on repeat. But it is a great time with that song. So I'll extend the show for just a little bit longer to 1 hour and 8 minutes for you all, and then we'll head on out here with the Daily Mode there. I really enjoyed this episode. Like I said, I can only imagine like the intensity of this show. It's one thing to watch it, it's another thing to be in it. So I've been seeing some interviews with some of the cast, with some people on YouTube, and shout out to all those people who have gotten opportunities to interview them. Hopefully, one day soon I'll be able to interview one of the contestants. And the contestants are welcome to come on over here, and we'll have a good time. You know what I mean? And I definitely see a little bit. I see myself in a little bit of everybody in this cast, and it's not over till it's over. You know what I mean? So, and like I said, Jimmy and Mimosa St. John will have a very difficult time because they gotta look at all of the challenges and how each one of them has shown up or have not shown up to decide who is going to win $100,000. $100,000 is no small change. You know what I mean? By the time that taxes get taken out, it might be $50,000, but still, it's $50,000 more dollars than you had before. And then, of course, you have the backing of Jimmy Fallon, Mimosa St. John. So, you have that. The feature in the ad week and the innovator of the year. And I'm sure that the champion will, come on next season to give everybody who is season 2 contestants a pep talk. So it can definitely be a launching pad for whoever wins this thing. You know what I mean? So, and with that being said, everybody, we are at 1 hour and 8 minutes. Let me get the Daily Motivator up for you all, and then we will make it do what it do. What a great after show this was here. Yes, indeed. Oh, man, I think I might have to read this one on camera. Give me a moment. Oh, give me a moment. Getting older. Yes, indeed. Here, let me switch to this tab instead. There it is there, and let me come on camera. Hello, everybody. Good to see y'all. As you ramble on through life, brother, whatever be your goal, keep your eyes upon the donut and not upon the hole. Dr. Murray Banks. There's a donut in the hole, you see. Shout out to Daniel Craig and Benoit Blanc from Knives Out. I do believe it's a bunch of hooey going on around here, and I gotta say, my compadre Brandon Lee is a great detective of me. And y'all like, comment, share, subscribe to Brandon Lee's Virtual Tour live on his YouTube channel. I'm Benoit Blanc. Of course, I pale in comparison to the Daniel Craig, my Lord Jesus. Let's just roll on. It's time for the Daily Motivator for Wednesday, October 15th, 2025. Energy of your aspirations. Take a step in the direction of your aspirations. Continue with another step and another until it becomes ingrained as a habit. Make your desirable plans and let yourself feel inspired by them. Once you've activated your inspiration, connected to your actions so it can actually accomplish something. You can't bring aspirations to fulfillment in one quick jump. Yet there's always a way to jump in quickly to start the ball rolling and to keep it going. The smallest purposeful intentional effort can get you moving. Maintain and deepen your vision so those efforts expand and build into unstoppable momentum. The life you aspire to experience is yours to create through your skills, your innovation, and your discipline. On the other side of persistent effort are the results you seek to gain. Be courageous, purposeful, and imaginative in your aspirations. Then you can harvest all the good energy in those aspirations to bring them fully to life. I just want to say this in all of the episodes of, the On Brand Agency. They have been doing this, the energy of your aspirations. For some of these people, they've never done this before. But for some people, they have some experience, but they don't let their energy dictate their aspirations. That they continue with another step until it becomes ingrained as a habit. And that's why I think people really do love reality TV, because the unexpected element is you, it's me, it's the circumstances of, okay, who can take an inch and make it a mile? So the first thing I would say is continue with another step until it becomes ingrained as a habit. Like I said before, with every episode, I feel like my media mind is getting stronger from this competition. And sure, it's not, based in real reality, right? Because marketing campaign can take 2 weeks to, hammer out, and then it's a bunch of approvals and red tape and stuff. But to make it entertaining, Jimmy Fallon and Mimosa St. John have taken the energy of the aspirations of these brands wanting to be more relatable and gave them a platform to drive on. You know what I mean? So that's the first thing. Continue with another step. If you don't continue with another step, you will never know if you can conquer it, right? That's the first thing I'll tell you. The second thing I'll tell you is the smallest purposeful, intentional effort can get you moving. I cannot tell you how many times from what we have done here, how I have applied lessons from every tour that we've had, from everybody who's entered the live chat to maybe there was a article that I found while we were live on tour that added to the destination to make the case stronger of why we need to care about it. And to be real with you, the smallest purposeful, intentional effort can get you moving. Every time I come on live, I recognize that every time I come live, I am a student, and it's okay to be a student. Sometimes we feel like the biggest, boldest, and bravest actions make the world go around. But sometimes, and really 10 times out of 10, it is the intentional, the purposeful, and the considerate actions that determine the goals that are met or not met, right? So that's the second thing I'll tell you. Then finally here, be courageous, purposeful, and imaginative in all your aspirations. Always remember, everybody's an expert in something, and everybody is not an expert in something. And there's a blessing in that. Nobody knows everything. And think about that. If you knew everything, what would be the fun of learning? What would be the fun of curiosity? What would be the fun of imagination? And to be real with you, like, I think for this episode, this was the first Black person that I saw from, the competition of the on brand competition. I think Duncan, and this is no slight to anybody, so I do not want to not there, not anywhere, but Duncan had 2 white people. Southwest had a white woman. Marshalls had a white person. With Sonic, it was 2 white people. This is the first Black person we've seen that has a position of power. So what I hope, and this is no slight to the others, because all of those executives did great in their episodes. Let me get that perfectly clear. But the reason why I say that is because with Black people, to see Camille Herring on national television being able to own her energy, own her space, and own her power of, I have worked hard, I am of the culture, but I come with my own, and I want to be a solution. That should be applauded by every Black man, woman, child, MyPOC individual, everybody. And we have to recognize that it takes many people to make up the world, not just the selected few. And the sooner we can recognize that whether you sit high and look low, or you sit low and look high, it takes everybody to make that village run. And that village is of the possibilities of what can be. So with that being said, everybody, it's time for the best outro on YouTube. Know what you do and do what you know. Never say you want more special, because you are always one of blessed and trust. You may not be where you want to be. By the end of it, you'll be where you need to be. Do what you've been chosen to do. Wise one thing to call yourself, it's nothing to be chosen. One love, much love, all love. I just spend time with you. You spend time with me. And hopefully by spending time together, we'll be great together. And always remember what you're doing. Radio, television, YouTube, living your best life, or I'm just going to be real about it. Maybe you might be envious of some people going to the Super Bowl. I would like to go one time in my life. But I'm happy for them. Sincerely, I really am happy for them. Make sure the replay is not just worth for you to watch it, not just worth for you to listen to it, but for you want to experience it again. I love you. I value. I embrace you all. Always remember, receive love, you got to give it. Receive love, you got to give it. Receive love, you got to give it. Wherever obstacles you've overcome, for successes you have achieved upon this particular day. I'm extremely proud of you, but no one else is proud of you. Be proud of your damn self. And finally, just recognize that at the beginning, middle, end of the day, the world is at our fingertips. The question is, what we're going to do with it. And for the longest time, I've always thought, I'm on this path of media for a reason. Now, there was times I wanted to quit. I'm not going to sit here in front to y'all. I've been on this path of media for over a decade. And I still haven't landed my dream job yet. I haven't really gotten to my career. But this is what I've come to recognize. If you dictate your movement based on what you're not accomplishing, you will never accomplish anything. I'm going to say it 2 more times. If you dictate your movement on what you have not accomplished, you will never accomplish anything. If you dictate your movement based on what you have not accomplished, you will never accomplish anything. I've been able to talk about Dunkin' Donuts, Southwest Airlines, Marshalls, Sonic, and Captain Morgan. I've been able to associate myself with 5 brands using my media expertise in just being a fan of entertainment. Opportunities are out there. The question is, what are you going to do with them? With that being said, one love, much love, all love. I feel the love, and I send it right back to you. By the way, this sign here, this is the sign language, sign for love. And I'll give you a quick story, and then I really will head out. I'm like a preacher. I got one more thing to tell you, but then I got 5 more things to tell you. Richard Dawson, who has passed on, he was the host of Family Feud. And there will be this girl who would be deaf, right? But she watched Family Feud every day. And she would always throw up this sign to Richard Dawson. And on his last show, he threw up that sign to that little girl. The reason why media is powerful is not because who is in front of the culture, but is who is investing in the culture. The microphone is a tool. The only way anything will ever matter is by what you say into the mic. The mic only amplifies what you say. So if you want to amplify the good, give good energy to the mic. If you want to amplify the bad, give bad energy to the mic. By the beginning, middle, and end of the day, it's up to you of what you put on that mic, and you're responsible for what you create. So if you're gonna create anything, create something worth consuming, because you don't get a second chance to create. Let's all ponder on that, shall we? One love, much love, all love. Once again, I feel the love, and send it right back to you, everybody. Good night. Peace.
I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner.
Good evening. My name is Mark Woodbury. I'm the chairman and CEO of Universal Destinations and Experiences. Well, we're finally here. Tomorrow we begin a new chapter at Universal Orlando Resort as we open Epic Universe. We built this place for you. I want to thank you, our fans, for your love of our stories, characters, and immersive experiences that inspired this incredible place. Epic Universe represents over 8 years of meticulous planning, immense creativity, and innovation, combined with unmatched craftsmanship and operational excellence on the part of thousands of people who have brought to life the stories and characters that live beyond each of Epic's portals. But it represents so much more. Your love of Universal and the deep connections we've shared together here in Orlando over the past 30 years inspired us to dream bigger and to push the boundaries to create something extraordinary for you and for generations of fans and families to come. And tomorrow, as we open Epic Universe, I can't wait for you to experience this place for yourself. Now it's your turn to step inside, to lose yourself, and to share this place with the ones you love most. As we open this park, we hope your world becomes a little more epic. Tomorrow, Epic Universe becomes yours.
Lights go low, the city goes high. Stories untold under moonlit skies. Grail only got the vibe, got the flow for the culture. Yeah, you already know. heartbeat of the now and the then, where the story starts and never ends. Tune in, lean and feel the groove. Every moment, a vibe you can't lose. It's for the culture, by the culture. Grail and Lee's got the soul to show you. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire. Hear the whispers in the city's hum, echoes of stories where we're from. A beat, a step, a voice so clear, the pulse of us, it's all right here. We got soul, we got flavor. Every moment is a savior. Every experience is an overcomer. Turn it up, feel the glow, let the rhythm flow. Spotlight shining, we in the zone. This is the place where the culture's grown. Stories untold, now they're coming alive. Grail and Lee got the vibe tonight. One thing to know and two things for sure. Higher is waiting and lower is available. But either way, we gotta go on tour. It's Grail and Lee's virtual tour, where the culture makes its move. Feel the love, feel the truth. This is us, this is you. From the unknown, the unembraced and more. This show, this brand and the possibilities of what can be is all here for you. I'm just a kid from the rock, trying to be a rock for people, trying to make it best they can to become. Being moved as a creator of power, to lift up all of us, not just a selective few. For the culture, by the culture, here we be, Grail and Lee, bringing life to your screen. Feel the soul, feel the truth, we're free, trust and believe. It's entertainment, news done our way with Grail and Lee. Spotlight sharp like a diamond shine. We see the stars, but the stories align. Deep in the soul where the heartbeats find. The pulse of the people redefining time. And just a pro tip, people have to earn the right to hear your story. But in addition to the people have to earn the responsibility to be a part of it. Just because we are not seen by everybody doesn't mean we are not been seen by who needs to see us. Noise equals attention and sound equals purpose. Anybody can be a creator, but it takes a somebody to be an artist.
Are video games getting too expensive? This episode, we want to find some common ground because the CEOs want to raise the price even more.
Not with these broken ass games.
$5 million. That's how much San Andreas costs to make. Is it their fault for selling or our fault for buying?
Corporations claim all this stuff. Devs say otherwise.
Sports gamers, cozy gamers, whatever you call the people who play Power Wash Simulator.
I think it stings a little bit more because I'm spending my actual money and my mom is not.
Imagine they get rid of all movie theaters and then charge you the same price to watch the same movie at home.
That's like every streaming service. It doesn't have to be the longest of games, but am I having fun with it? This is Lex. I'm Ronell. Let's get right into it.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content.
Child relevant over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child relevant over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child relevant over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time.